Evening all. Yes, I'm back at the farm. It's Saturday evening now, which means I've had 2 full days back in my happy place. Bailey's still away for another week, which feels a little bit strange. I keep expecting to see him pottering around, coming down here, fixed on his phone, but he doesn't appear. Anyway, it does mean that I can stay out on the yard a little bit longer each day without that mum guilt kicking in, so I'm making the most of it. I've put a few clips together from the last couple of days to share with you, but we're actually going to start this vlog with the final part of our trip away, which I know some of you would like to see. If you don't, then just skip forward to the yard stuff. And of course, before we jump in, I just wanted to say another massive thank you to everyone who's already donated to be part of the Girls Turnout campaign. After I shared more details the other day, we're now nearly a third of the way towards that target. It's obviously quite a short window to get involved and have your name on the project, but I've got every faith that between us all that we'll get there. We're going to make the girls happy this winter, and hopefully we'll bring a bit of joy to all of you too, seeing exactly where your contributions are going. Anyway, let's crack on with today's video. Next part of the journey, we're back in the UK and we've come over to Brighton. So I wanted to show Bailey Brighton, where I spent a lot of time growing up. So we've been down the lanes, haven't we? Which is where
Grand work.
Yeah, she used to work down there. So we've had a good old wander round. We've just come down to the seafront, so we've seen the pier. We're not going to go on the pier though, are we? So we've also checked into a very famous hotel that I remember from my younger days, where it was bombed. And Margaret Thatcher was in there at the time.
Bombed were invented when you were born.
Oh, you're so funny.
I know, hilarious.
So it's a little bit of luxury, but yeah, we came back on the ferry from Calais, so rather than getting the shuttle this time, we came by boat, which was okay, on a P&O ferry, and now we're going to be staying in the Grand Hotel for a night before Bailey heads off to, what are you doing next?
Gordon Ramsay Academy in Woking.
Yeah, which you did last year, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so go on, tell everyone a little bit more about it.
It's at his academy in Woking, and we cook and bake.
And it's 3 days, isn't it?
Yeah, and we get to bring our stuff home. But Mum's actually going to be taking it home with her.
Yeah.
As I have other engagements
Yes,
to attend to, because I'm just
you
that
do.
important.
You are very, very important. So yeah, you're going off somewhere else for a week. And I'm heading back to the farm, so to see all the horses.
Yeah, she gets to see my dog, and I don't get to see my child.
Oh.
She gets to see my wheel before me.
Oh, I'll send you pictures.
Good.
Yeah.
Don't touch it.
I won't touch it, I promise. I might do a little painting on it.
I will hurt you.
Nice. Shall I pinky promise you?
You promised me not to do anything with my wheel.
I won't. I
Good.
promise.
Like you burned down my windy house.
That was years ago, and it needed burning
I
down.
don't care. Still salty.
Not only have we tried to recreate a picture of Mum and Dad on the beach taken from quite a few years ago, and I don't think we did a bad job. It's not brilliant, but you know, it was good enough, wasn't it? We were going to be late for dinner here, which is a restaurant that we all came to several times many years ago. It's Terre à Terre in Brighton. It's actually a vegetarian and vegan restaurant with the most delicious food. And you know, I'm pescatarian, Bailey is a meat eater, which is fine, but look at how gorgeous this food looks. You know, it's one of the pleasures in life. Good food.
There we go.
Thanks.
No worries. I hope you
Thank
enjoy.
you. We will. We had a lovely night in Brighton last night, didn't we?
Yeah, very good night's sleep.
Yeah. Great food. Nice and warm. Had a nice stroll back. And this morning we've had a lovely breakfast in the hotel.
Yeah, it was very delicious.
We've come for another walk down the beach. We're actually sat outside the North Pier, which burned down many years ago.
But it's still technically up.
Well, it is, but it's slowly falling into the sea. We're also sat outside the observatory. We've just booked tickets to go in there ourselves so that we can go right to the top and get an amazing view over the whole of Brighton. So we'll get you a few shots once we're up there. And then I guess we better make our way to Woking after that. Yeah, I actually think it's better than the Eiffel Tower.
It does, because you get to go up to the top in a lift instead of having to walk the insane amount of stairs.
Oh, well, there are no stairs to climb up this, but it would be very satisfying. No, you're still not sold on that, are you?
No.
It's so cool though.
I feel delusional.
If ever you come to Brighton, you have to come up in this tower. This certainly was lived in many, many years ago. But you get the best views of the whole of the town, across to the South Downs, all out to the sea. So yeah, it's a good end to our little trip down to Brighton.
Yeah.
Are we nervous?
Yeah.
Go on, what are you most worried about?
Getting something wrong, like cooking-wise, and making a fool of myself.
You won't make a fool of yourself.
I hope not.
And that's
Really
the whole
embarrassing.
idea of going, is that you learn different techniques.
I just broke up with school. Why learning?
Yeah, well, no, learning's important, and this is the kind of learning that you really like, isn't it?
Yeah, fair enough.
It's a shame that the friends that you met last year aren't on this course, but I'm sure you'll make new friends again.
Yeah.
More good food, and this time I've met with my lovely, beautiful niece Tia. So not food that you've cooked this time.
It's not, no. We've had to come out this time, but it looks 10 out of 10 delicious.
It does, doesn't it?
It does look really good.
See the good things in life. I've come back from my lovely lunch with Tia, and you're going to show us all what you've cooked.
Okay. So we have millionaire shortbread, which you can see I've already dug into. It was
You
good.
have, haven't you?
Yes.
Let's have a closer look at that. It does look very good.
Very
It
yummy.
smells very chocolatey.
Homemade caramel. These little energy balls,
Yeah.
which they're actually quite a healthy snack. They're chia seeds, oats, bananas, and just a little bit of chocolate for that kick. Oh. And banana.
And did you make anything savoury today?
Yeah, we made our lunch and dinner.
Yeah. So what was lunch?
It was actually no, breakfast and lunch. For breakfast we made, I can't remember the name of it, and I probably can't pronounce it correctly anyways. It was a Turkish dish. Lunch we made ramen.
Day 2. What we got?
Well, we have the, I don't actually know its name, so I won't even try to pronounce it. This, with a filling of shallot, cheddar cheese, spinach, dill, and something else I can't remember the name of. Their mother said they were pretty good. So.
I did. I tried one, and it was very tasty. And I don't generally eat spinach, but it was very good. And then you have a Cartmel classic there as well.
I do, a little nice taste of home. Sticky toffee pudding.
The thing is it going to be as good as the caramel sticky toffee pudding?
I'm not sure. I think I did a pretty good job.
Oh my goodness, this is one of the many reasons why I could never live in the south again. Oh, it's enough to drive anyone insane. And just another good reason why I'm so grateful for where we live and the fact that we live on that beautiful farm. I could never ever go back to doing this day in, day out, and I pity everybody else who has to. What a nice thing to come back to. It's 1:30 in the morning. I've just arrived back at the farm. And look, Neil has rebuilt the entrance wall. How cool does that look? And Diane has redesigned a sign to go on the front. So that's all ordered. And as soon as it's here, that'll get displayed right on top of those beautiful bits of slate. Oh, I can't wait to see everything else that's been going on. Oh, now these are a sight for sore eyes. Little Nero and Jubbers. Oh my goodness, I've missed you all. Oh, you look super chilled. Oh, my little angel. Hello. Hello, gorgeous. You looking super handsome, hey? Have you been keeping Nero company? Got a little lip. Hello. Hello. Oh. Oh, my little man. It's good to see you. Eh? Oh, there's my baby girl. Hey, honey. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Or are you sulking? Oh, hello, gorgeous. Hello. Have you missed me? I've missed you. Yeah? Should we go get some brekkie? Let's go get some brekkie. Come on, then. Come on. Hey, Princey. Oh, I've missed that sound. Hello, little Princey. Hello, Nero. Hey, Jobbers. Oh, and we've even got the puddy cats. Hey, Twix. Hey, Dee. And little Floppy Doo. There we go. Trumping away as usual. Oh, Nero's very chilled. Just giving him a bit of a tidy up and doing his exercises. He looks very, very mellow. Although I believe you've been a bit cheeky at night, haven't you? Hey, kicking on the gate. But I'm hoping over the next week we'll get him back out in the field and see how he gets on. Because we're past that 6-month stage of him now, doing his controlled exercises. But we'll start getting out for some more ride and leads as well. And he's got another Hoffmag session booked in with Mel. And I've got a couple of them still to share with you. But we'll get them out to you as soon as possible. Here's my Yoda and Hoitze. Here are the tracks being done up the top. They're in the orchard, which is looking fabulous still. All these nicely painted railings now, all being beautifully manicured Oh, and there's still apples on the trees at the moment, although I have no doubt that the crows will come along and take them all. In fact, they've taken most of the ones off the top of Ishka's tree, as well as the cherries off Bella's. Oh, we've got some apples left on here. That's not too bad. And on Norches over the back. None on teddy bears this year, but that's not surprising because it's its first year. But I'm sure there'll be some next year. And there's Femma's oak tree. That's doing really well, actually. And then Drommy's elegant copper beech tree. What better way to spend my first day back than getting these two out for a ride and lead. So Annie and Nero, we're just going to have a nice little gentle poodle down the road. As you saw, he was in the stable last night, and sometimes he spends the night in the turnout. And it was interesting that everybody else noticed that he's always much stiffer in the morning if he's had a night in the stable as opposed to the turnout. And that comes down to that whole thing with any arthritic horse. They're far better to be moving around as much as possible rather than stood stationary in a little square box. So he's a little bit stiff to start with. He's done his stretches. But the more he goes, the more that he'll warm up and loosen up. I think we'll go right today. As you can see, he's a little brighter now because we just went past a place where there was one of those robot lawnmowers, and even Annie was quite wary of it. So she sort of tensed up, and that in turn made him get a bit tense and apprehensive. But I just sat quietly with Annie, and she's very good. Even if there's something that scares her, she soon enough picks up on my energy and she relaxes. And Nero, a couple of times I thought you could go one way or the other. He could just suddenly turn and run. But I just put a little bit of pressure on his neck to help encourage him to relax. And yeah, soon enough he did. So that was a good reaction. He's now settled back down again. Girlies are all having a clean up. They're slightly traumatised. Well, slightly traumatised by the digger and the dumper. They're all generally very good. They look very pretty. Lie down. And I've got Annie here, who's done her ride and lead. She's just having a bit of a leg trim, just so that we can keep on top of those problems with her skin. All this stone is going up on the track that's now going into pack camp. Girlies have had a nice clean and tidy. Micah had a few sort of scuff marks at the top of her forelock and down the top of her mane, which she often gets in the summer. She does have very sensitive skin, like a lot of them, and she tends to get these horrible dry patches that crack, and as she moves her head and neck, they're quite sore. So gave them a good clean up, popped some Flamazine on. Inna had a bath, Doubtson had a bath, then a bit of a leg trim. Also did a little bit of groundwork with her, which was nice to do, just get her back into the rhythm of everything. She remembers it all, but she's just like a lot of them, lost a little bit of fitness and suppleness. Oh, she's going to pee on camera now. There you go, we won't show that. There you go, down. But yeah, it's been a good first day back, I have to say. Well, Frey is doing Nero's morning exercises. I'm going to bring Hoitze and Yodel up, and it's a big day for Nero today because we're going to take advantage of the sunshine, and it's still being dry because the rain's returning tomorrow, and he's going to have his first day back out in the orchard. Aww, Tracy sunbathing with Annie.
It's like being on holiday.
Oh, Annie, are you pleased your mummy's home? Yes,
I'm
because
just pleased that she's here to give me scratches. Yeah. Yes. You're steaming up my glasses. You can't see. You steam the glasses up. Yeah. Beautiful.
Hoitze has had a beard trim with Frey. I've given him a bit of a leg trim. And it's always a little bit dicey washing his back legs because, as you know, he gets very, very itchy on his back legs no matter what we put on there. And you have to position yourself very carefully when you're doing it. That I'm going to try and show you a little bit on video now, because he can almost do the splits with his back legs sometimes when you're scratching them. So yeah, let's see what we can capture. So sometimes he'll stamp his leg down at the side, which is why you need to position yourself this way facing backwards, because sometimes this leg will go out and stamp out really quickly. And it's something that he's done all his life, you know, ever since he was little. So you have to be ready to move very quickly, because he would quite easily break your leg with the power that he stamps it out. But he only ever does it when you're getting really stuck into cleaning his skin. So it's not something that I would ever expect him to do with a visitor, because no visitor is going to get down here and start scratching on his legs right down here. And there's no malice in it. It's just, it's a particularly sensitive area for him, and it always has been. But it's really important to keep on top of it, because if you leave it and you don't soften that skin, then it gets really dry and sore and uncomfortable for him. So there, if I'd been stood in the wrong position, that would have been quite painful. But this is, you know, I know this about him. So I've worked out over the years where's the best place to stand. But these will obviously feel a lot better once they're cleaned up and the skin's softened again. So there's all sorts of topical lotions that we use. We use Frontline to eliminate the risk of mites, and then we'll use various creams to help with the skin, whether it's pig oil, heel balm, flamazine. And obviously he's on a number of supplements as well for his skin, just to try and support him. So now that they're cleaned and the skin is softened more, when I do put any pressure on now, he's less likely to react because the skin's not cracking underneath my hands. And so immediately he's a lot more comfortable. So once his leg's dry, we'll apply some cream just to help with that skin, to help it stay nice and soft. Oh, Ina's very happy. We've come down to take their rugs off because there's a storm coming tomorrow, I believe. So she's having nice neck scratches there with Frey. I've just put some more Flamazine on Micah's neck and round her ears, which she's not very keen on, but she's got very, very dry skin up there at the moment. And you can just see on the top of her ears, little sore patches. So she's sensitive skinned. She's a bit like Annie in that sense. So she's gonna keep her fly rug on, but Doutson's and Inna's have come off. The boys are gonna have theirs off, and hopefully that will save on a little bit of laundry at Lisa's laundry. Otherwise, all the fly sheets will be soaking wet again and muddy, and they'll have to go through the wash. So because there's a nice breeze, it's keeping the clegs away and most of the flies. So I don't think they'll be too bothered. Oh, she says that's nice. And this is actually an interesting thing. While I'm stood here, Inna had her session with Rachel, her cranial session before I went away. She did some work on this area here where you might remember she was injured earlier this year. And there was a lot of scar tissue all around here, and it was quite solid. But the work that she's done with it, I could see, having been away for a couple of weeks, a noticeable difference in how palpable that area is now, whereas before the scar tissue was quite solid. And it's just another reason that it shows how all these different therapies, all these holistic therapies can really help them. Look, butter wouldn't melt. Little Jubbers looking very sparkly and clean thanks to Frey. And he's about to head into stable stays, and I'm hoping he's not going to terrorise them, because you do have a little bit of a reputation, Jubbers. But that's okay, we've got Hoitze on standby if necessary, so he can always swap places with you. Well, Jubbers went into stable stays, but he had to do the walk of shame back up to the top because he's got a habit of doing this. He's absolutely perfectly behaved as long as I'm there because he knows I'm the boss. So I explain him to everybody, and he's really sweet and he likes scratches and cuddles. The second I walk away, he turns into a little demon. So he wasn't letting the young girl go near him. He was lifting his back legs up, having a run round the yard, and this is something, because he's got away with doing that quite a few times, it's becoming a bit of a habit for him now. So I think we're going to have to take him away from stable stays for a while, find ways of trying to explain to him how he needs to behave in a better way when he's got visitors. But for now, Hoitze's in there, and I had said to them that we were going to prepare the two of them just in case Jubbers was being cheeky. So they've got Hoitze now for the night. They're not going to have the best night's sleep, but they will have some wonderful experiences with him. The young girl who's celebrating her birthday on Monday, she's going to be able to sit in the bed with him. She's already grooming him, so it's a much better relationship already. And this is one of the things with stable stays. It doesn't suit all the horses, and certainly not this cheeky little pony right now. So this now means that Yolanda didn't have a buddy for the night because Jubbers is in with Nero, so she's going to go and join the two girls up in Fat Camp. There you go, Yodel. You're up in Fat Camp for a bit. Had to give her a quick bath because when I took her fly sheet off, she was quite greasy and grubby underneath, and she'd been rubbing all her mane. So she looks a bit fresher now. Oh, Mabes, you haven't seen her for a while, have you? And then your little sister's up there as well. Hey, Specky. Oh, Yodel, you'll have someone to bully for the night. Because you can't ever bully Hoitze. There, it's like a girls' night out. But there's not a lot on the menu.
I wake up in the morning with a smile on my face, feeling thankful for the love and the happiness we chase. Sun is shining brightly, sky so blue and clear. With every breath I take, I'm grateful you are near. So grateful, yeah. Thank you for the laughter, thank you for the tears.